Did you know there was a time when the Muslim world led the globe in science, philosophy, medicine, and innovation? It's called the Golden Age of Islamic civilization, a breathtaking period that began around the 8th century and continued into the 13th. While much of Europe was in the midst of the Dark Ages, Muslim scholars were preserving, translating, and expanding upon the knowledge of ancient civilizations, from the Greeks, Persians, and Indians. But they didn't stop there. They made it better. Let's start in Baghdad, the heart of this intellectual revolution. Under the Abbasid Caliphate, Caliph Harun al-Rashid and his son al-Ma'mun established the legendary Bayt al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom. This wasn't just a library. It was a research institute, a translation center, and a hub for scientists, philosophers, and thinkers from all backgrounds and faiths. Here, minds like al-Khwarizmi developed algebra, a term derived from his book Al-Kitab al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. He's known today as the father of algebra. In medicine, Ibn Sina, or Avicenna, wrote The Canon of Medicine, a medical encyclopedia used in Europe for centuries. In optics, Ibn al-Haytham revolutionized the understanding of light and vision, laying foundations for the modern camera. Muslim scholars also made remarkable strides in astronomy, building observatories and mapping stars long before telescopes were even invented. But this era wasn't just about science, it was deeply rooted in faith. These achievements were driven by a belief that seeking knowledge was a form of worship, a command from Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim," and they took that to heart. Cities like Cordoba, Cairo, Damascus, and Samarkand became cultural beacons where Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived, learned, and worked together. Islamic civilization during this era wasn't just advanced. It was pluralistic, tolerant, and incredibly forward-thinking. So what happened? The decline came gradually, due to internal conflicts, invasions like the Mongols' destruction of Baghdad in 1258, and the slow erosion of scholarly funding and unity. Yet the legacy of this golden age still lives on, in the numbers we use, the surgical tools we depend on, and even the philosophical foundations of science itself. This was more than a historical period. It was a reminder of what happens when faith and knowledge walk hand in hand. Because Islam has always taught that knowledge is a light, and in the Golden Age, that light illuminated the world.